Hey VC, this is Chris. I'm back to do another video as a result of the last one I did. It was great cover art, part 5, which is really a tribute or a salute to Hog's Ear Report 500 subscription contest. And I wasn't subscribed to his channel in the time frame allowed, so all I could do was make things that reflected those videos to show that I appreciate what he was doing. And in that one, last one I showed was I compared two albums, Beach Boys and a Safaris, to show that the covers were very similar. They both had Woodies or old trucks on there and their surfboards, and so that prompted a comment about did I have any other surf records, and my short answer was no. And then Deadwax66 saw that and said, well, if you need to see something about surf records, check out one of my earlier videos. So he had one, it was his 19th video that was surf and instrumental rock, and I looked at that and it was very good. Had a lot of surf albums, nothing I can touch, and so I put that link in my comments. And but it also made me think, okay, well, I'll put together what I can. I've got a few albums, and I'll throw in some early rock albums, and I've got enough to make a video, so that's what this is. So I'll start with Beach Boys. I didn't really want to show all Beach Boys because that's probably been done a lot, so I'll just show this one. Beach Boys Shutdown Volume 2. From what I read, Volume 1 was a compilation that they were on. So this one is just the Beach Boys themselves. So this is a stereo recording on Capitol, 1962, I think. All these albums are going to be in the mid to early 60s, except for I think there's 4 compilations in here which cover that period, but they were issued in the 80s or the 90s. Then Dick Dale, Checkered Flag. This was 1963, I think. This is a Capitol on this Rainbow Capitol version. And then another Dick Dale, Wild Hot Rod Wails. This is on Diplomat, which I think is 1965. There's the Diplomat label, and it came out nicely centered for once. And then you can't really have a surf type video without Annette Funicello. So this is a 1972 compilation on Vista, but it's mostly her recordings from late 50s and early 60s. So Vista label, Annette Funicello. And then to get in some early rock type albums or instrumental albums, Sandy Nelson, Superdrums on Imperial. I think this is 1966. And Beat That Dang Drum, Sandy Nelson. Imperial, I think it's the same year, 1966. And then just early rock albums around that time. This is the first Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs album, Wooly Bully, 1965 maybe. This is on MGM. classic. Rod and the Cobras, drag race at Surf City on Somerset label. Stereo Fidelity, sometime in the mid-60s. And then Norton Records put this Link Wray compilation, Missing Links, volumes 1 through 4. His early 60s stuff, maybe even the late 50s, but Link Wray, or Playing for His Brother, or Marvin Rainwater, or The Rainmen. So on the Norton label. These were put out in first 3 volumes 1990, and the last one I think was 97. But you know, Big City After Dark, Some Kind of Nut, and Streets of Chicago, Link Wray. And another compilation, Bobby Fuller. Bobby Fuller 4. This was tracks from El Paso in 1960 through 64. So El Paso's practically on the beach. You know, at least there's sand around there, so I guess that makes it count. But this was put out in like 83. Yeah, but tracks are from 60 to 64. And then the Gentrys, Keep on Dancing. This is another MGM, 65, I think. And I forgot to show this, the Bobby Fuller on the Voxx label. And then Duane, Eddy have Twangy, Guitar Will Travel. I think this is 1962 on Gimme. Yeah. And then Jimmy Gilmer and the Fireballs. Sugar Shackers on Crown. Here's the Crown label. Not very ornate. And the T-bones, no matter what shape your stomach's in. This is on the Liberty label. And then the Sunrays, Andrea on Tower. And their nice striped shirts, white slacks. Big hit, Andrea. Some other good ones that they mentioned on the cover. You Don't Faze Me, I Live for the Sun. Tom and Jerry, Guitar's Greatest Hits on Mercury. This is 1961. They do a version of Rebel Rouser, which was the Lee Hazelwood, Duane, Eddy song. Walk Don't Run, which the Ventures also did. Black Mercury label. Marquettes, The Surfin' Scene. This is a reissue of the album under the name Surfer Stomp. On the Liberty label. And then the Dovels from either 62 or 63, I think. You Can't Sit Down. On Parkway. There we go. Parkway label. You Can't Sit Down. And then Get Back to the Beach, Drag Race by Jan and Dean. This is on Liberty. And then Command Performance, Live in Person. Also on Liberty. And then some Ventures on Dalton, Telstar, Green Onions, which is Booker T and EMGs, Red River Rock. Is that on here? Yeah. On Stage, we do Wipeout, Apache 65, Walk Don't Run. Here's the one title, Walk Don't Run, on Dalton. I think these are like 62 through 69, the ones I'm showing. This is, I think, the latest of them. Hawaii 5-0. Or maybe this is the latest. Looks like some later 60 songs, covers. On the Dalton label. And then the last two, Crossfires. This was the Turtles before the Turtles. Howard Kalin, Mark Volman, and Al Nichols, at least. So this is a reissue of songs that they composed 63 to 65. I think after that they broke up and went on to bigger and better things. So this is on Rhino. And then the one that I showed the other day with the greatest, the comparing artwork. Safaris, Hit City 65. They also did a Hit City 64. And this is on Decca. So that was my approximately 10 sort of surf and other assorted early rock and roll albums, mostly on the towards the West Coast. So thanks everyone, and I'll see you later.